Well, good morning, guys. It's Saturday, November 25th, and we got everything packed up. Tried to get up a little bit earlier so we could get a little bit earlier start, so maybe we could get to camp sooner. And since Blakely Creek let us down and there's no water, we're about 3 miles from the middle fork of the Saline River near Highway 7. So we're hoping, since it's a river, that there'll be some water, because we're got about half a liter, but we've had some to drink this morning and we're ready to go. Tried to fix the campsite back up so it looks like we haven't been here. I mean, you can kind of tell we're right in there, but yeah, it's a pretty good night here. We're near that forest road, so we did hear some cars, but not as many coyotes. Did hear some, but they were way off in the distance. But we're gonna go ahead and hit the trail. It's somewhere back up in there, and we'll catch you over at the Saline River.
So we're coming up on mile 158, and looks like some sun may be coming out over there. Kind of a strange morning. Pretty cloudy. Not cold at all. I started off hiking in my t-shirt and it feels fine. So could be a pretty warm day, but we're just gonna try to get over to this river, see if we can get some water over there, and hopefully the sun will come up. Looks pretty good off this way. Starting to clear up. Alright, we'll see you at the river. Well, look what we just stumbled across. I don't know, I may take a liter out of here just to play it safe. I can always pour it out. Alright, at least Jackie can drink his fill. That'll help us out. Right, Jackie Boo? Yeah, you gotta get your paws muddy. Alright, I guess I'll grab a liter. Coming up to another mile mark here. Usually these blue bands toward the bottom of the tree that go around. It's a mile mark. Should be 3 blazes on it. 1, 2, and 3. And mile 160. Alright, well, we're getting close. We'll see you at the river. I can see Highway 7 down here. You can probably see it through there, right there. And I'm anxious to get some water, and I'm definitely gonna stop and make some coffee and have some good breakfast. I did eat my granola while we were hiking, so that's kind of a good thing about that, is you can eat it on the run. And we're gonna get down here and see what's up. We'll see you down at the river. Well, hey guys, we made it down to Highway 7, the middle fork of the Saline River, and walk out here on the bridge and I'll show you this river. Look at that. A little disheartening, because I hoped that we were going to be able to get some water here. We're running low. We do have some, but I have read that the next section ahead is got plenty of streams and water, so we should be okay. I was just hoping we could pick a little bit up here, maybe get rid of that pond water. It's pretty gross. But if we have to use it, we will. We'll just boil it and filter it. But we're going to come out here and see which way figure this out. Okay guys, well we're still here at Highway 7 trailhead, which is right here. And you can see how that comes up and looks like it crosses Highway 7 and then goes back up. When you get to Highway 7, it does not go across. And I should have known this because I came out right here and just figured that I'd cross the highway. But notice there's still a blue blaze here. But I thought this was that Hunt's Loop Trail, because it circled off back there about, I don't know, 2 miles back or so. And I just thought it was that trail meeting back up. And if I'd sat here and thought about it for a minute, I would have realized that it still has blue blazes, so it's still the Ouachita Trail. I mean, I went across the highway and walked up and down and up into the woods just looking for any marks. And finally, I walked down to, I took a right and walked down the road and was going under a creek, by a creek, and I saw a blue blaze out in the woods, and so I followed it back here just to see where I had messed up. And so that's it. Do not cross Highway 7 and just continue right on past that parking area, and I'll show you where it goes under up here in a sec. Okay, about a 1/4 mile from that last spot, you can see the white blazes go that way and the blue go this way. And there's Highway 7, so we are gonna cross it. You're gonna go underneath it. There's a bridge down here. And I was actually on the other side when I spotted the blaze in the woods and then followed it back because I had to know what I had done wrong. So there's actually quite a bit of water under this bridge as well. So while I was down here, I went ahead and filled up. Decided not to stop and mess around with coffee since we blew around 30 minutes at least trying to figure this out. Mostly just of me not thinking about it. If I had just kept following the blue blazes, I would have been fine, but the map was just a little confusing, and I thought I crossed right there, but here it is right here. You just cross under here, and you can see there's plenty of marks through here. Let's see if Jackie needs to get another drink. You need to get a drink, boy? Get a good drink, Jackie. Now this is some good clear water under here, so I'm glad we found this. We're totally full. And I'll just show you real quick. I know this clip's getting really long, but right here, I just was walking down the road and I came down here and I happened to see a blaze back up in the woods over there, and then I saw this, and so hopefully that'll help you out. So we're walking along and kind of smell smoke, and I'm looking up back into the sun and I can see that it's kind of smoky up there. So I'm not sure if this is from that fire we saw burning the other day. They do a lot of controlled burns out here, so that could be all that it is, but it's interesting. I've never really walked through anything like that, so we're just pushing along, and we're trying to, I figure we'll take a break when we get to any kind of water source. We lost a lot of time back there at Highway 7, so we're just gonna grind it out for a bit. Well guys, we just stumbled across probably the greatest little break spot we've seen so far. There's actually some running water. Let me show you. You can kind of see it trickling through there. But right back there, that's probably the first actual water that is running that we've seen. So we're going to stop here, have our fill of water, fill back up. We're going to have a quick lunch break here, and then we're going to try to bust it out. Well, since this is the only actual running water that we've seen, actually I see a little bit more up there. Well, we may see more as we go up this creek. I believe we are at Sugar Creek is the name of it. And I just went ahead and drank as much water as I could here, and gonna fill this back up. This could take a while. But yeah, the water's great. I had a little snack and we're ready to go. We're gonna try to bust out some miles and see how far we can get. So we'll see you down the trail. Well, it appears we've entered another boulder field. So we just passed mile 168 back there. It is now 1 o'clock. And I was kind of hoping to make it to mile 175 because there's supposed to be water there. Of course, just like last night, there may not be. But there's a spring between here and there. And so we're going to top off everything when we get there, in case we don't make it to 175. That's a pretty ambitious day. Be about an 18 miler. So we may not quite get that far, but we're gonna see if we can do it. Jackie's crushing the miles, huh, Jackie? Nice. So we're at Forest Road 124. Just came out over there. Little parking spot there if you want to access the trail. And so let's see here. Forest Road 124 is at 168.8 and the spring is at 170.6. So less than 2 miles. Hopefully we can get there, and we'll see how it goes. We're going to be pushing it to try to make it to mile 175, I think. But we'll see how it shakes out. Whoa. Sometimes these sleeves are just like they're so slippery. You find yourself on the ground before you know it. Well, guys, we never checked in at the spring because we actually never saw one. We saw a kind of one of those grungy ponds that we have been seeing throughout the day and thought for sure that could not be the spring. I don't know if the trail reroutes around that now and you don't go directly by it, but all we saw was kind of one of those scummy ponds, and we didn't get any water out of it. Jackie drank some, but and there it is. So glad to see you, 173. So we were shooting for 175. It's about a little after 3, I think. So we might just make it. We've been keeping a pretty good pace and hardly stopping for breaks or anything. So we're gonna shoot for the stream at mile 175. And at this point we're just hoping there's a stream there. But we still managed to hang on to our water. I still have 2 full liters and Jackie's bottle is still full, so we should be able to make it through the night and to the next water source if we don't find anything. So hopefully our next check-in will be at a campsite. We'll see you over there. Well, we made it to mile 175. There is a stream here. And I actually saw a lot of water back up that way. So much that I was almost tempted to stop. But I just kept holding out. And so the trail is actually on the other side over there. And the 175 mile mark is right over there. And right down here is a whole bunch of water. So I'm just looking around here because I am going to find a way to make this work. I don't know if I can do it right here, but I'm going to scout around and find a good spot for the tent. And this is going to do it. We're going to sleep here tonight and finally have some water. This is kind of a look inside the tent. With everything in here. I got some of the gear back there. I got my shoes actually right outside. I got a large canine right here. You can see there's just enough room for him. And a lot of space up here if I wanted to bring the pack and stuff in. But I just have it right out here under the vegetable. I've just got it right outside here anyway. So we could have a little more room in here. But it's pretty decent. Loving it. Z-Pax duplex. Still need to get a little bit better at pitching it, but it'll come with time. And anyway, I'm about 6'1", and I don't know if I can get this, but I have room here. So 6'1" in a chocolate lab, and we can make it work. I mean, if you were just a solo hiker, this thing would be insane. I mean, it'd be awesome. You could get all your stuff in here and have plenty of room. But anyway, just a quick look. We'll see you in the morning.